Hey guys, it is Booligan with Booligan Airsoft and Airsoft Insider Magazine. Today, taking a look at the brand new EMG SAI GRY, it's a mouthful, rifle from evic.com. It is made by EMG, or is licensed through EMG, made by GMP. EMG is EVIC Manufacturing Group, which is EVIC's manufacturing group, as the name kind of implies, and it is a replica of the Salient Arms GRY rifle, gray rifle. Ironically, it is not gray, it is black. Sorry about that, but that is the name and that is what we're going to call it. It is a pretty accurate replica of the real Salient Arms GRY rifle and has a couple of very unique features that kind of help to justify its fairly expensive price, which we'll get to in a minute. First off, you've got this front end. Has this device here at the front. This is called the jailbreak front rail. You have M-lock segments on the side and on the bottom, which looks a little bit cleaner than key mod. Kind of looks like a design aesthetic feature that's added to the rail instead of just shelving units. Up front, you've got rail sections on the sides and on the bottom. This guy up here is, on the real one, designed as a concussion reduction device. On this, it's just a stylish replica. Like the real one, it is easily removed, easily being the objective word because the tolerances are pretty tight here. And underneath, you have a muzzle device. Now, from the factory, this gun comes with an orange plastic 14mm positive flash hider. However, with my package in the box, it came with this gorgeous black muzzle brake with threading. Your muzzle threads end right here at the front, so if you were to add a suppressor or something like that, you just have to take this off. Reinstallation is a relatively simple affair. Get everything lined back up and rotate it, and you're back in business. The purpose of the real one, I could go over it, but it's depending on, or regardless of what kind of muzzle device you use, it is going to reduce your flash signature, it's going to reduce your concussion, it's going to increase your ability to get quick follow-up shots. Salient Arms has a whole big laundry list of why this thing exists. For us, it just kind of looks cool. I think it looks pretty cool. Moving on to the receiver, you have a billet-styled receiver with Salient Arms markings, Strike Industries licensed motor grip, Strike Industries licensed selector switch. It comes with a 130 round mid-cap magazine with some nice features on it. Looks pretty nice. Fits well in the gun. You schwack it in there a little bit. On the other side, you have more Salient Arms markings, and you have the trademark kind of goldish finish on the fake bolt carrier. Now, you have a little extended guy here on this. It means can't close. So you get to show off that fancy gold-like bolt carrier for all the world to see. Just realistic features, the raw aluminum finish on that, just like on the real one. Upper receiver, you've got SAI markings, just like on the real one. The rail comes off by pressing this pin out and flipping this lever down, and the whole thing comes off the barrel nut, just like on the real one. And you have a GMP style crane stock, which is useful for holding accessory batteries, but not really useful for holding your actual AEG batteries, as those need to live inside the buffer tube. Now, GMP went ahead and they have this preset up for Dean's plugs, which is something that more advanced players want to use instead of the mini Tamiya. But because a lot of players have mini Tamiya plugs on their batteries, myself included, they include an adapter. But just know that you will need a buffer tube LiPo battery, or you'll need to find a more battery storage accessible or usable stock. It does not come with any iron sights, front or rear. However, they do include a GMP T1 style red dot sight on a very nicely made riser mount with a nice little locking setup there. So overall, it's a pretty nice package. Inside, you've got a GMP receiver, the gun a GMP gearbox. The gun shoots around 410 FPS. There are two versions. This is the full length. There is also an SBR version, which is a little bit shorter, and the gun shoots well. We'll go outside, we'll do some quick test shots out of it. The trigger response is okay. This is a gun that's priced over $400. It's around $430 at the time of this video. And it does not have a MOSFET, it doesn't have a micro switch trigger system or anything like that, which are kind of the things that, I don't know about you guys, but I'm coming to expect in a rifle in this price range, in an AEG in this price range. So luckily there are plenty of options out there to install a MOSFET or a better trigger system. I just think it would be nice that it came from the factory with one. But really that's something that GMP hasn't messed around with too much. So maybe later versions might do that. I'm not sure. There is a gas blowback rifle version of this coming out, and that thing is substantially more expensive. It's like $800, and it's on pre-order currently at eBay. But again, this guy comes in priced at around $430. Let's go ahead, let's go outside, let's put some rounds through it, and let's see how it shoots. All right, put it on the 100-foot range. So overall, the EMG SAI GRY rifle does what you need it to do. In my testing ranges, it's certainly doing a pretty good job at putting the rounds on target. As always, an upgraded hop-up will do some favors for you in this department. The rate of fire is pretty good with my old need to be replaced 10 G 11.1 volt LiPo battery. The trigger response is pretty good as well, but as always, a MOSFET or something like that will definitely help with improving the trigger response. Velocity is coming in around 400 to 415 feet per second, and that'll settle down as this thing ages out a little bit more and that spring kind of settles in. So overall, if you're looking for a good field-capable rifle, or if you want to do CQB and are capable of doing a spring change, this will absolutely be a good performance, a good performing rifle for you. It looks good. The thing's got the body of a goddess on here. It looks really, really good, and it shoots pretty well as well. Again, I'm just getting a little bit spoiled by some of the gearboxes that are available out there with micro switch trigger systems and things like that, but for a stock gun with GMP OEM, this thing certainly works pretty well. So enough talking about it, I'm going to shoot it some more. That's just a good time.